Hello and welcome to Hops and Brews.
This week, very special thing we're doing.
Very special episode.
You remember Craig from BAOS Podcast?
BAOS.
BAOS.
Okay, you did say that.
Yeah,
it sounded
really,
like BE. I was like,
yeah,
BE.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, he tagged us in a really
End.
fantastic video called, not video, but a kind of a concept that's been running through the Brewtubers.
Yeah, the
Brewtubers, whatever you call it.
Craft beer community, the
On
beer
YouTube,
geekery community.
or like, whether it's, I think it's pretty much everywhere, whether you're a blogger or anything, but it's also to kind of to create a little bit more traffic through all what we're doing, and also to help everyone else, not help, but
yeah, help support
the whole
just
community.
be part of the community, and more specifically the ones who, I guess, make videos and stuff like that.
Exactly. And what he has for us is the frequently asked beer questions.
Okay, so beer questions
so-
to beer bloggers.
Exactly. So
We took those and we changed them a little bit to
made-
suit us a little more. I
we
guess.
made their own, so it sounds a bit more funnier and easier at the same time to
Yeah, I
use,
guess
so-
it was more our style.
Yeah, exactly. So
It's basically the same questions. Yeah,
it's the same questions, we just changed the way they sound, so they sound like us.
yeah,
So
we pretty much made them so that when we answer them,
we have actually an answer for it.
yeah.
So kicking things off with Max, how did you get into craft beer geekery?
Well, I think it's not just me. I think it's us both that just kind of. Well, it started after college. We wanted to do something on YouTube, actually, specifically. And every time we'd meet, we'd have a craft beer, a different craft beer. We'd
Exactly.
talk about it, and then we'd go, okay, so what are we going to do for YouTube? So we literally sat down for months,
Exactly.
drinking craft beer, talking about craft beer.
And what should we do on YouTube?
And what should we do on YouTube? Before we had an epiphany and then decided
say-
to just do that.
We do craft beer on YouTube. So that's pretty much what got us in. So after a good 2 years of like hard work, that's where we are now. But it took us about like a year to develop the whole concept behind Hops and Bros.
It took a while. And it's still evolving. It's still changing every day.
Every single day it's changing. But we're really glad to finally become part of the craft beer
Community. It's a
geekery
great community,
And so far we've been really happy to do what we're doing.
So question number 2, Chris
Yes.
and Max and me.
Yeah.
What's your favorite style of beer?
That's a hard one. I don't really have a favorite style.
That's a good thing. If I have to say, if I'm at gunpoint, usually what I'd say is IPA. But it's such an easy answer.
Yeah, but like for the
there's so
past-
many better styles.
Yeah,
Like
for the
not
past month,
better,
I've been
but
drinking
other styles.
Saison and Farmhouse,
Yeah.
and that, like I'd say
It
that
depends
right
on the time
now,
of the year as well. Like I'm a big fan of stouts in the wintertime. I don't
Yeah,
really touch
exactly.
this stuff in the summertime, so I can't really say I've got a favorite style.
But if you put like 5 different things in front of me and you made me choose, every time I think I'll choose a Grisette.
Yeah?
Like I really do like these beers. Yeah,
Nice.
I think that it has a little like something in my heart that goes for Grisette. I only had 2 so far in my life, so if you have some, please send them here, please. Cool. Perfect. Question number 3. Oh shit, my phone is locked
What's
again.
one craft beer you always have in your fridge? What's one
beer
craft beer we always have in our
we
fridge?
always have in our fridge? Our own brew because it's really bad.
So we don't touch it. We just leave it there.
Does it count as craft?
Yeah. We crafted it. We did it ourselves.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, that's the only craft beer we have in our fridge because usually we always drink them.
I mean, yeah, it's always different. We go to LCBO or shop in Quebec
or United States or somewhere,
anywhere, and we just bring it back and then we drink it. One beer that we'd always have in the fridge, I don't think there is. Sadly,
Really?
I can't say there is.
No.
Because they go too fast.
Yeah, they just go too fast. Sorry about that. Question number 4, Max.
Yeah.
How do you stay healthy while enjoying craft beer every day?
Okay, so you've seen my great figure.
Yeah.
I stay healthy by staying active.
Oh.
Yeah.
By lifting kegs.
You lifting kegs, yeah. Drinking beer.
Drinking beer.
Yeah,
lifting-
curls, you know.
Curls. Yeah, you know.
No, but I think it's just to stay active.
And have like a balance, right?
Yeah, a balance of drinking. I mean, that's the other thing is you see us drinking beer all the time.
Yeah.
We don't drink. We don't drink beer all the time.
Just
Just a lot of it.
basically, just have a well-balanced diet.
Yeah.
We already spoke that with Craig, which he already tried the vegan diet, and
Did it work?
I don't know. I don't remember. He told us that he's was he still just Craig, put it down in the comment. I don't remember. But you were laughing at it, so I guess it didn't work out. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, just stay active.
So basically, stay active and eat your veggies.
Yeah, eat your veggies. Question number 4.
Yes.
No,
we already did
4 or 5? 5. Sorry, 5.
No, we're at 5.
Okay. Is enjoying craft beer daily a sign of alcoholism?
I'd say no. I'd say no.
I'd say no as well.
Because for me, now, it's part of my inner culture.
Yeah.
I think in my own right now, it's part of my culture. There's a lot of countries around the world that
it's part of their culture.
Part of their culture to drink a beer every day. So I don't think that it's part of alcoholism at that point.
No, and honestly, that's the thing, is when you're in the industry, it's very hard to explain to another person, another individual, that you're not an alcoholic, because you're gonna have a lot of signs, but it's not alcoholism. At least I don't think it is. It's your job, it's your career, it's your reason of getting up in the morning, I guess.
Yeah, exactly, and the reason why you can't buy craft beer.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you get money
behind
for it.
Every craft beer, there's a bunch of people every day trying it out, making sure that the recipe is perfect, making sure that the beer is on point, it's the best that it can be.
Also R&D research, so trying out different beers to create something new and something that's different and something that you guys will look up to.
And again, it's a question of balance and staying healthy, so you don't get hammered every day, but you will have a sample or two to make sure that your product is perfect, is good, and is exactly where you want it to be.
Exactly, I think it sums up a lot.
I sure hope so.
Our mentality behind it. Yeah, we do feel better now. Question number 6. What's the ingredient in craft beer you associate to the most?
Again, I'd have to say hops. But
Hops.
That's the thing, is my close second would actually be water, because water is very important. And a lot of people just, they shove it over and they go, oh no, it's the yeast, it's the malt you use, it's the hops. But water is most of your beer. So if it's crap water, if it's not well balanced, if the pH is off, then you have a crap beer.
Exactly. Yeah, I think, but water, I think you might have changed my mind, because before starting that whole thing, I was more on the yeast side of things, because I think it's something that is kind of a little bit forgotten about the beer.
It is a little
forgotten, because it's also something really important. It's literally the little monster that eats off your sugars and create a lot of new different flavors in your beer. Without yeast, there's nothing. But if you remove one of the 4 main ingredients,
then you still have nothing. If it's water, yeast, and hops, you're not gonna have beer either.
Exactly.
So the 4 ingredients are super important, and then you can't really forget also the other ingredients that you can add.
Exactly. So all the adjuncts, it's also something we might relate to as hardcore beer geeks.
Yeah,
we do relate more to the core main ingredients.
The core main ingredients for sure. That's what makes it beer.
Well, I might say water is a quite really something
important. Very important. Yeah.
You're quite right, man.
All right, so Chris, this one is an easy question. Do we brew? Yes. All right, so number 8.
What's the first beer that changed your opinion on craft beer?
The Lug Tread. The Lug Tread is the first craft beer I've ever had, and went, this is really fucking good. This is beer I can get behind. This is craft? What's craft? It's the first one that kind of pushed me to discover more about the craft beer world. Before that, it was Labatt's 50 with my dad, because that's what my family drank. But as soon as we had Lug Tread, then the family kind of switched. We went to Lug Tread. Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. For me, my craft beer background is totally different. I was able to buy craft beer at 16 years old because I was working in a shop that has craft beer. So
you were 18-year-old when you were...
Yeah, I went to a party with a little pack of blonde ale, super smart and super craft beer, and totally different from what all my friends were drinking. But also, I don't think it's that this beer didn't really change the way I'm thinking about craft beer. It's more when my actual mentor out there at the cheese place where I used to work took me over and just Chris, you have to taste that. And it was a Péché Mortel. Back in the day. We're talking about 10 years ago, and she was like, this is a beer. I'm like totally blasted. The kid didn't know a shit about beer, and you started off with that. I am it opened up my eyes of how long and how far craft beer can go and how different it can be ranging from the flavors too. So I think it's something that really changed up and also geared up my my palette for the upcoming 10 years where we are right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do owe a lot to that first Bishop that I had.
And again, it's the kind of thing where for us, working in the beer community, working in the beer world in general, we're slowly converting people. I think it's one of the ways to get more people on craft beer is you have people try craft beer, and then slowly but surely their palate is going to change. They're going to want craft beer more than the macros. Definitely.
Exactly. Definitely. So we're now at the last one, right?
Last question. Yes,
So-
number 9.
Number 9. Who is the craft beer community member that you look up to the most?
So there's a lot. There's a lot for sure. There's a lot of positions that are very envious. But the one person that to me gets to me the most, and I think you as well, it's Beerism. It's Noah.
Yeah, Noah.
I mean, he's been
Noah
doing
from
great work.
Beerism. He has been like
He's been a mentor to
like
us.
a mentor
Yeah.
to us. So a bit like we haven't ever met
No, we
him
haven't.
in
Yeah,
person.
that's true. We haven't met him, but I feel like
We're
I know
looking
him.
for
a little bit, just
a little bit,
just enough.
But every time we made some mistakes about what we're saying, he was just reaching out to us.
There's a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, we sure did a lot, and it was just super professional and just tweaking a little bit more about what we were talking about and trying to educate us on the wrong stuff we did. So.
And push us to learn more on ourselves and to research more and to have our shit down.
Exactly. So probably like a good 50% of what like our whole videos a week looks like right now is part of the feedback Noah gave us.
It's inspired us to
ago.
get better, to just be better.
And also he shared a lot of our videos.
He did. He
right
really
up
helped
to the
us
breweries
out,
at
yeah.
the same time because he has a lot of contacts. So it is really a guy that everyone should look up to. Definitely check his website at the same moment. But like we can name everyone for the craft beer community at the same time.
Yeah.
Craig is another great guy
Craig's
too.
another great guy.
Katie from the 613 Beercast.
First podcast we did with her. Yeah,
Exactly.
it was nice.
Even Adam and Drunk Polkaroo are really good guys in the craft beer community.
Nathan
So-
also, we met a
Nathan
couple
from
times.
R&D
He's a great
Beer, he
guy.
was on the show with
Yeah.
us. So we can go on for
There's
the next
a bunch
5
of people
minutes
in the community, and
with
there's
that,
also
but-
a lot of positions in the craft beer world, like the brewer. Super important to make beer.
Yeah,
The guy
exactly.
who decides to start the brewery is very important as well.
because he puts his life on the line basically
Yeah.
to brew good beers. So without all these people, there's no craft beer. So yeah, I think it sums up pretty much the questions we had. So I hope you enjoyed that whole little thing. If you want us to do a little bit more about that, to speak a bit more about our background.
Yeah, we can start doing
or-
that a little bit more, but let us know in the comments below
Exactly.
if you do. If
And
not, we'll
basically
keep it at
after that, you subscribe, you share it with your friends, and we'll see you in the next video. And on that, a huge cheers to you guys